Hi, and welcome to David Essel's Motivational Minute. So you're in an affair, or maybe the affair has ended, or maybe you're thinking about getting into an affair. How do you change the relationship? There's obviously struggle going on there when you're in that situation. I've got the answer in a minute. For the past 30 years, as a #1 best-selling author, counselor, master life coach, and minister, we've helped millions of couples make that decision. Do we forgive and stay together, or do we forgive and move on, right? It's a tough question, but I've got something I'm going to read for you about a couple I worked with a number of years ago, and they're still going strong. I've got a great story out of our book, Focus, Slay Your Goals. Let me read it to you. I worked with a couple once who were trying to recover from an affair. When they came in, of course, the one thing that they originally thought was going to be the core of their work was who was really to blame for this. He did this to me. She did that to me, they said. But their real one thing is going to be shocking to many people. How did my lack of communication lead to the affair is one of the first questions I asked them. What was my role in the affair? I asked them both individually these questions. What was it that I did that pushed my husband out of my house to have an affair with someone else? What was I not communicating to my wife that I held resentments about that led me to have the affair? Their one thing is called self-responsibility. That's their one goal. In an affair, it's always the same thing, self-responsibility. When they both found their one thing and they both became responsible for their actions that led to the affair, their marriage healed. Now, this is a couple I worked with over 10 years ago, and their marriage and their love are more solid and deeper now than they had ever been in the 18 years of marriage prior to this affair. It's amazing. So the one thing with this couple, which is very difficult to admit and honestly to deal with, when there's been an affair, was simple, direct, and powerful. What was my role in this affair, and how do I admit my role to release it? That is what each of these people had to do in order to create the deepest love they ever experienced. Now, for most people after an affair, whoever cheated, whoever went out and had the physical contact with someone else is who we blame. The victim is the person who's pointing the finger. The person who actually had sex with someone else is the one who we want to hang. It is just the bottom line. It is the way life works, even though it doesn't really work that way if you want to save the marriage. In actuality, what this couple did was very brave, strong, and powerful. I've worked with many, many other couples over the past 30 years that have come to this conclusion that if I don't take responsibility, look at and release it for how this relationship crumbled, I'm going to repeat the pattern, hold the resentment, and repeat it in the future. This couple attacked their one thing, and the end result was amazing. Now, in the beginning of my work 30 plus years ago as a counselor, I remember having a lot of people really push back. I didn't have sex. I didn't have anything to do with it. It wasn't my fault at all. But in this couple, in the case with this couple, here's a great example. When the wife finally admitted her role, she had shut her husband down in bed for 6 solid months. And every time he approached her, she said, nope, not going there. I told you, I'm not going there. But she never gave an option of how to heal. So after he got rejected so many times, he went out looking for something else. Do I agree and approve of that? No, I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying that she was right. They were both wrong. And that's where the healing took place. Listen, I want to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear from you on YouTube. I'd love to hear from you via email to the Motivational Minute that you're watching right now, because a lot of people really struggle with this concept. I could tell you 1,000 stories, though, that are all the same, right? So let me hear your feedback. I would love to know what's on your mind. And if you're in a relationship and you're struggling, or maybe you know there's an affair, or you assume there's one, or there's an emotional affair or a physical affair, let's work together, either to move apart and to get rid of the chaos and drama, or to heal. I think there's both reasons that are very valid if you decide to leave each other or you decide to stay and heal. But let's make that decision together, okay? I work with couples and individuals, part of a relationship, from all over the world via Skype and phone. And we've even got a jumpstart session. It's only $97 that you and I can start with to see where we should go from there. Okay. I look forward to hearing from you. Everything is at talkdavid.com. Join my YouTube channel, join the Motivational Minute. All of that is at talkdavid.com as well. Okay. And have a beautiful day.